everybody having so much fun because it's summertime, and summer is always a great time to craft with the kids, right? So here with his review of the latest and greatest craft tools is our very own Kenneth Wingard. We're so excited.
Hello.
I love it when you do these segments.
I love it when I get to do them because then I'm like, you know what I've been curious about? This, that, and the other. Bring them on in. Let's find out about them.
And you test them out so that people at home know what is worth buying and what is worth leaving behind.
Exactly, exactly.
All right,
so
let's get started.
The first thing is I started using this like a month ago.
I love it.
It like showed up here and I was like, what is that?
It's amazing.
So for those of you at home who have not noticed us, this is a battery-operated glue gun. So it has a detachable battery here that's rechargeable. You pop it in, has an on and off switch right here. And besides that, it works like a regular glue gun.
Different temperatures?
No. So the pluses are no cord. So if you're working outside here where we're constantly tripping over or you're doing things and all of a sudden your cord is like running through there, that's great. It produces a lot. Exactly. It produces a lot of glue.
Sometimes the ones with the cords take a second.
Exactly. So I love it. I was singing its praises and then I was telling Maria, oh, you have to use it. Maria used it. She's like, no.
Really?
Because feel.
Okay, it's not light.
It's not light, and compared to this one, and it's a lot bigger.
Oh, wow.
So
until you have them both, you really don't think about it.
So I have found with the big one, doing a small detailed glue work, I'd rather have this or even a smaller one, and it doesn't have the dual temperature. So I think it is excellent to have. I would not make it my only glue gun. The great thing also, if you're going ahead with this brand, this battery works with the other pieces, so you can keep switching your batteries, but it will work for 3.5 hours.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So I think if you're doing a glue gun, if you've got big hands, go ahead and get it. If Maria, stick with something daintier.
Is it a little more expensive, probably?
It's a little more expensive, but not so
that much.
They're not a fortune.
All
so
right. Now tell us about these crochet needles, this kit here.
Okay, so this is by Clover, and it is an interchangeable set of bamboo crochet needles.
That's cool.
So I love the fact it was a full set. You get the full sizes. You get these little stoppers here at the end, and then you get these cables. So what you do is you pick your size needle, you attach it to this, and then you put your stopper on the end. And so this can switch on and off. All your different needles can fit on there. And then you can just go ahead and crochet. Like, I love crocheting. Yeah. I've always used the metal aluminum ones, and so I'm really curious. I love the fact that it's a kit. The bamboo can be a little rough and can snag on some yarns, but the more you use it, the smoother it gets. So I think ultimately that's a good idea, a good thing. They're very light. So if you have problems with cramping and holding, this is much lighter than the metal, so that's very nice. One of the issues is, however, if you want to look really close here, you don't get a lot of depth. So if you're doing anything with chunky yarns, even when you get to the big needle, it's not enough of a hook to grab it, so you're still going to have to use a different needle. And they're not cheap. So, but if you're having problems holding, if you've got arthritis, if you want something light and easy to work with, a full set, I think it's a great thing to have, and it's a great gift.
And they're really quite beautiful.
And they're beautiful, right. And this is like the nice little thing. So, like, I would buy this for my mom in a second, and she would be over the moon.
That's
I don't think I'm going to say.
This is a great Christmas gift.
Exactly.
1,000%. Now, what about this over here? I'm very curious about this. I told you it looked like a manual laser cutter.
Which is exactly what it is. It is a die cutter. So we're using a lot of the die cut. We use the Cricut here, which is a big computer. It's several $100s. This is a manual one. It costs about 80 bucks. Let me show you how it works. So you have your base. You put down a platform, you put down whatever you're going to cut, and then you buy these metal frames, almost like a cookie cutter. This is your die. I'm going to pop that on here, pop the top on, and then we're just going to set it right here, and then Debbie...
With that big glass thing underneath?
Yep, and I'm going to ask you to crank it.
That's it.
All the way through.
And you got to put some elbow grease behind a little bit. There you go. But it's not difficult to crank, really. You just
and boom, it comes out, and then what we have here...
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Exactly. So then you've got this... completely cut it.
So
very easy to use, very low tech.
Oh my gosh, you can make handmade invitations for weddings and showers and all kinds of things with this.
So I do like it, and especially for people at home that don't have the budget for a Cricut or aren't computer savvy, I would highly recommend it. The issue is that the different templates can cost you 10, 15, 20 bucks for each one.
Oh.
So it's going to add up.
So in the end, it's probably going
In
to
the
cost
end,
you.
I'm saying if you can afford it and if you're computer savvy, go ahead and make the leap to one of the computer ones like Cricut, etc. If you don't have a computer or not computer savvy, this works perfectly well. And is fine. And is fine. But I would say if you can do the other one, do the other one because you're going to have a lot more variety.
Right. There's endless.
There's endless ones on that.
Yeah.
This, you have to go out and spend 20 bucks every time you want to do something new. But one thing I do want to recommend is this little tool-in-one that comes separately. What you've got is this brush. So when you are die cutting and you got the little pieces, just roll that over. That loosens up all the pieces.
Yeah, like these here, because now we're
And then
stuck.
it comes this little pokey thing, and you can then poke out all the things. This is also great for adding if you're doing jewelry or adding gemstones
sure.
to something to pick up and glue. So this, I think, is a great little investment for mini crafts.
But then you're also adding to the price.
Then
So
you're also
in
adding
the,
price. In the end,
the
over the
other
course of a
one's
year,
cheaper.
you're probably going to be cheaper off with one of the expensive electronic ones. Get some computer skills, and I think long term.
And this also takes a lot longer if we're doing this.
True.
And if you have bad eyes like me and you.
So like, go ahead and spend the money. Get the big fancy machine. I agree.
This is cool, though. Thank you, Ken. You've done it again. Our fabulous and frugal friend to the rescue.
There you go. Everyone, go out, craft with your friends, with your kids this summer. It's
That's
important.
right. Oh, and if you're crafting with your kids, you use the glue gun.
Don't
Not
do
them. For more information on all these products, check out hallmarkchannel.com. Thank you, Ken.